Wow, and it's time to go. Let's start the timer. And hi, what's up, you guys? It's only been a single day, 24 hours since you seen me last time. Actually, a little bit more, because this is the latest that I've ever recorded one of these videos. And this kind of got me thinking. I wonder if I speak worse, and whether if it's better practice if I am speaking further and further away from my optimal time, from the time when I have the most energy. Because right now, it's pretty much exactly 10 p.m., and I am kind of running on fumes. I generally, every single day, wake up at around 6 a.m., and I go on a jog. Today was pouring. So I went on a rainy, wet, garbage jog in the morning, and it was definitely not a good time, but at the same time, I would prefer this to treadmill jogging. I did that the day before yesterday, and just because it was raining really hard and I was feeling lazy and I didn't want to get wet. And like 10 minutes in, I got so incredibly bored. Like, you're just jogging. Sure, I was listening to like a podcast and it was kind of interesting, but you're just staring at nothing. You're staring at the same exact room the entire time. And a human brain is just not designed to do that when it's running, right? So I went for a raining jog this morning. It was fine. It was good. It was getting ready for it was a lot more miserable than actually doing it. When you're about to take a plunge into like cold water, just thinking about going into the water is generally a lot worse than actually doing it. And then when you come out, you feel refreshed and you feel like you're glad that you did it. And that's exactly how I felt after my jog this morning. Anyway, that was a tangent. The main point is I woke up real early and I did a lot of physical activity, and then I worked all day, and now I'm incredibly tired. So I was wondering if my talking ability improves when I'm more tired, or if it's a lot better and a lot more coherent when I'm at my peak performance, when I have the most energy. This is a difficult question to ask for me personally, because I have this weird filter in my brain that really likes to think before it says anything. That's a weird sentence. It forces me to think before I say anything. The filter doesn't do anything. I always try to sound the best I possibly can and pick the best vocabulary, but that generally results in me taking a lot longer to say something. So when I'm tired, maybe the filter's like turned off and I can let garbage sentences roll or let them go and not mind them as much. Anyway, who knows? We'll see. We'll find out. This is an interesting thing to test. I've always recorded these videos around from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So there hasn't really been that much test cases of me doing this earlier. It'd be interesting to see. On one of these weekends, I'm definitely going to record one of these videos earlier on, maybe right after I wake up or after I have my first cup of coffee. We'll see how it goes. So, the one thing that I really kind of want to talk about with you today, which, once again, didn't prepare for anything, but one thing that's kind of been on my mind and that I've been watching videos of is the YouTube Rewind controversy and the ridiculous amount of dislikes that the video got. And I watched a few people dissect it. I watched PewDiePie dissect it. I watched H3 Ethan dissect it. I watched Philip DeFranco. And obviously I watched the YouTube Rewind and, previous ones, just kind of to compare and see what all the fuss is about. I never was that big into the YouTube Rewind culture and kind of understanding what they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish. And I guess what I've kind of gathered is that they themselves no longer know what they're trying to accomplish. The point of the YouTube Rewind has always been to celebrate the YouTubers. It has always been to celebrate the beautiful, amazing, creative, cool, out of this world, talented creators on this platform. And that's what they're kind of still trying to do, but they're also trying to inject some kind of advertiser-friendly content and some kind of content that will please the advertising agencies and any kind of stakeholders that could possibly help YouTube monetize. and help Google make money from YouTube. So it needs to be incredibly politically correct, and it needs to, in their eyes, conform to all the. It needs to please everybody. So at the end of the day, it kind of ends up pleasing nobody. It's interesting. It feels like the issue that I have run into with the most recent YouTube Rewind is very similar to the issue that I've run into before with making my vlogs and my videos on my main channel, and that's overproducing, overthinking, overdoing, overwriting. They overthought, they overlogicked this video. They tried to include every single thing they possibly could think of that was good, that'd be good for the brand, without including any of the bad ones. And they didn't take, it was very cold and logical, surgical and precise, but that doesn't take into account people's emotions and people's feelings, which definitely they miscalculated. And that's an issue that I'm having with a lot of my videos, is I'm trying to engineer this script into being great. I'm trying to engineer the script into sounding natural, and that's not how that works. That's literally the most counterintuitive thing in the fucking universe. Like, if you're trying to sound natural, don't over-engineer. Don't engineer, period. Just have a loose, rough outline of what you're trying to achieve, and then start talking. That will sound natural. So they engineered YouTubers saying that they have control. So in the script, the YouTubers had control, but in reality, the YouTubers were following a script that was given to them by the corporate overlords at YouTube, which came off as the most fake, the least genuine thing in the universe. And that's not good. It's bad. And I wonder if they realize that. And I hope they learn their lesson and come to the right conclusion, and don't try to over-engineer the over-engineered version of YouTube Rewind that was this year to try to correct next year's. Hopefully they, I don't know. What could they do? They could poll the creators and ask who should be included. But at the end of the day, if they create a YouTube Rewind that isn't as advertiser friendly, isn't as inclusive to every single possible group that they can possibly imagine, but does perfectly and clearly represents what the YouTube culture is like on the platform, would that cause a problem? Because there are a lot of problematic YouTubers on the platform, and not acknowledging them is kind of wrong, kind of doesn't hold up the spirit of what YouTube Rewind is supposed to be. So they're caught in this weird trap in between trying to appease the advertisers, try to appease the creators, and not appeasing anyone. Well, I don't know. Maybe they have appeased the ridiculously PC media narrative. I don't know. I don't really want to get into it because I don't understand it myself. I don't have any kind of a degree to be talking about this kind of a thing. This is just my random opinions. So, if I say something that's real cringy and real wrong, it doesn't make any sense, I apologize. Tell me otherwise. Teach me your opinion or the right way to see it. Not that there is a right way. I don't know. If you have a different opinion and you think there are facts that prove me wrong, that prove you right, I would love to hear them, because I love learning new things. I love seeing things from a different perspective. I love opinionated people. It's because I'm one of them, and sharing opinions with somebody who is as passionate as you are is one of the coolest feelings in the world, especially if the two opinions are completely different, and butting heads with that person is just great. You just learn so much. You feel Like you respect that person more. Anyway, it's been 10 minutes of me blabbering about absolutely nothing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see ya hopefully tomorrow. I can't wait to see how this went, because I'm so exhausted, you guys. Oh man, I'm gonna go for a rainy run tomorrow. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna talk to you again tomorrow. I don't know what about, but it's gonna be good. Okay, see you guys. I'm gonna go back to editing. Ah.